So we're going to talk about monopoly right now. We're going to talk about a couple of different types of monopoly. I've drawn a basic outprint of what we're looking at with a monopoly with a price on the Y and quantity on the X. And we know we have a deviating demand and marginal revenue. And the reason it's not the same as that elastic line where demand and marginal revenue equal each other is because since the demand curve is downward sloping, what this means is to get people to buy more of the product, that means they have to lower the price to sell more. And every time they lower the price, they're getting less and less and less revenue from each additional product, which means there is an increasing split between demand and marginal revenue as the price goes down and the quantity demand goes up. Okay. A couple things to remember: where marginal revenue becomes hits the axis. That is our revenue maximizing output. So it doesn't mean that we are producing at the highest profit. It just means we're producing the most revenue there. And we also know that if we go directly up this way, everything this way is elastic, and everything this way is inelastic. And I don't know if on this newfangled test that'll happen, but you'll remember because as we're going down this way, and as the price is dropping, total revenue is still going up. So a decrease in price leading to an increase in total revenue is elastic. But you can see once we get past this point, if you'll remember, the total revenue starts going down as it becomes negative. So as price goes down, total revenue is becoming negative or going down. So a decrease in price leading to a decrease in total revenue is inelastic, which is why this portion is inelastic. Okay, so I wanted to show you that so you were reminded of that. Okay, so let's look at the rest of this. Okay, before we move on any further, let's talk about just basic, profit maximization. Basic profit maximization is where marginal revenue hits marginal cost. So that's our profit maximizing quantity. Remember, the things we know is that we maximize profit where marginal revenue is marginal cost. For example, if we're producing right here's our marginal revenue, here's our marginal cost. So when we're making this good, we have more marginal revenue than marginal cost, which means we can squeeze more, right? The more we make, the more we move in this direction. There's all of this profit that we could be getting. So that's why we produce where marginal cost hits marginal revenue. So if we want to know what the price is, remember the price is always on the demand curve. So here is the profit maximizing quantity. We go up to the demand curve and then over, and here is our profit maximizing price, right? So this is a basic profit maximizing monopoly. We don't know if it's making a profit yet because we don't know what ATC is. So if we bring ATC in, right, we just sort of bring it in between the profit maximizing spot and the demand curve. It hits marginal cost. As we know, the average curves, ATC and AVC, they bottom out at marginal cost, then begin to go up. So you can see that it crosses. Here's our profit maximizing quantity. It crosses the quantity. The ATC crosses the quantity here. So all of this would be profit, right? That's all profit. If, for instance, I think you'll be able to see pink. Let's see if you can see pink. Not really. I'll use blue again. If ATC is coming in this way and hits marginal cost, we'll call this ATC sub 2, then this, again, we just take the profit maximizing quantity all the way up to here, right? And this becomes our loss, right? That becomes our loss. All right, so now I'm going to stop this, and this is our profit maximizing stuff. And then I will do one for socio-optimal and fair trade. And then I'll do one for side by side profits or perfectly competitive firms. And then I'll do one for labor markets. Okay.